Anyway, in his second season, this young man as Clark Kent in the hit series Smallville has really broken through now. Please welcome to our show for the first time, Tom Welling. Gosh, he looks like Superman, doesn't he, in the face?
You are really.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I have to tell you that you have a lot of fans here at the show.
Where?
I'm talking more in the production office than anywhere else.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're big Tom Welling watchers.
Yeah. They love your blue eyes and your little stubble around your chin.
And your chiseled face and your dark hair.
And your hair.
Now, you're very tall. You're tall. You actually look taller in person.
Is that right?
Yeah, most people look taller on TV, and then in person they're smaller. You're the opposite.
Yeah, I'm about 6'3". It becomes kind of an issue on set sometimes. We build some ramps and dig some ditches for people, but it all works out.
So anyway, you were born here in New York State, huh? Upstate?
Upstate New York in Putnam Valley.
Went away to Wisconsin to live, grew up there. And when did you start acting?
Well, I started acting, I guess, 3 years ago. I was in New York. I'd gotten to New York on sort of a modeling gig, and I did that for a little while. And the agency that I was with had sort of a brother agency or sister agency which did commercials. And you know, they sent me on a few auditions, and then I became friends with the agents, and they sent me on an actual television audition, and it just went really well, and I decided to take a shot and move out to L.A.
So
I see.
When did you start modeling? Like, when did you figure out you were better looking than everybody else?
Well, I started that 5 years ago is when I did that. I wasn't very good at it, though. I got there, and you know, I had a good time, but it was too. You sit still the whole time. It was it was really boring.
You're an action guy.
Yeah, I like moving around a little bit more.
So you became Superman. So how'd you get the role of Superman then?
Well, it was funny because the audition went around a few times, and I turned the audition down twice because the only information they were giving out was, this is the new Superman. And that was a little scary. And ultimately, the director called my manager and said, it spoke to him for about 45 minutes saying what the show was really about. And they said, if you come in and you do the audition, then we'll let you read the script the next day, because they weren't even letting the script out. And I went in, I read, and they let me read the script, and then we decided to go on. And
yeah, but you got the news at a funny location, right?
Yeah, I went to the final audition over at Warner Brothers, and halfway back home, I stopped at a gas station right on the corner of like Highland and Franklin out in LA, and I called my manager to tell him how the audition went, because this was it. You know, this is the final audition. And I call him, and I'm on the phone, and he's, hey, how you doing? I said, good. You know, how'd the audition go? I said, okay. He goes, hold on a second. I go, what do you mean, hold on a second? This is about the worst time you could put a guy on hold.
Sure.
And literally about 30 seconds goes by. He gets back on the phone. He goes, I've got, you know, about 4 or 5 other people on the line. I'm like, oh, well, okay. And they're like, you got it. Wow. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's great. And I turned around, and I'm in the middle of nowhere at this gas station. You know, there's this guy walking his dog, and there I am screaming for no reason.
So I guess you filled up the car, huh?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I go to that gas station quite often when I'm in L.A.
And that's how you got the role. We'll be back. We'll show you a clip from the Smallville. From the WB show called Smallville. You know, this is what Superman, Clark Kent, was like when he was younger, before he became Superman. Yeah. And she's been raving about him for the whole 2 minutes we've been on commercial. You actually throwing yourself
for the first year, the first season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. And admiring his feet and everything.
Well, he has very large feet.
Hey, some guys have large feet and some guys have large zucchinis. What's the problem?
We're a good team then.
Yeah.
We're a good team.
Some guys have both.
Hate it when she's right. All right, so you got Smallville.
Yep.
Now it's his early Clark Kent, so there are no tights. You've been asking for tights. He's not wearing tights.
One show with
he
tights.
He hasn't put on the cape yet. So what is he like as a boy, as a young man?
Well, you know, as you said, this is before Clark turns into Superman. It's all about him trying to figure out who he is. You know, at the beginning, he doesn't even have all his super abilities, is what we refer to them as. He doesn't know why he has them or what to use them for. So it's a lot of self-discovery.
And then how does he actually make the discovery?
Well, these he has the speed when he grows up. He has the speed and the strength, and then he gets the heat vision, and he gets X-ray vision, and he gets all these other abilities. So they just kind of happen to him. It's like an exaggerated puberty thing.
And were his feet always this big?
His feet, I think when he got out of the spaceship, that was the first thing his mother did.
And you know who plays his father?
Yes.
John Schneider.
Yeah.
Right, from the Dukes of Hazzard.
From the Dukes of Hazzard.
Great guy.
Well, they look a little bit alike around the eyes, right?
Yeah, but is that Jor-El or the
No, he's my
Superman's father?
adopted
Your
parent.
adopted father.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we have a look at him right now in this clip from Smallville. Now, your dad is missing, right, in this particular scene.
Yes.
And you and Lex Luthor, of all people, have combined to hunt the woods for his dad. Take a look. Smallville begins its second season tomorrow night on the WB at 9 o'clock. Looks like a good show.
Great show.
Hey, Tom, great meeting you. Thanks so much for coming, buddy. Tom Welling.